Body condition scoring dairy cattle may be no new concept, but many farmers could be underestimating the importance of going back to basics. I'm here at Kingsay Consultancy in Glastonbury in Somerset with Assistant Technical Specialist Laura Smith to discuss why it's important to body condition score and how to do it.
It's important to body condition score your cows as regularly as possible just to guarantee that you're meeting their energy requirements, particularly before you dry them off. It's ideal to do it about 100 days before you're planning to dry off your cows, because you want to be drying them off at about 2.5, 3 is the optimum, because you want them to calve at about that, and you don't want their condition score to change really during the drying off period, if possible. So if you do it about 100 days before you dry them off, then you've got plenty of time to adjust their diet to reach that optimum condition score stage for drying off time. It's also important about 60 days after calving to re-condition score them, just to guarantee that they haven't lost too much condition during peak yield and in the time immediately after calving as well. When you're body conditioning cows, you want to look at the overall fat coverage. So when you're looking from the back, you want to be looking at the tail head, the fat coverage on top and down in these pockets. And if you can feel, that gives you a better picture. You want to look at these connective ligaments here and at the fat coverage on the pin bones as well. When you're looking from the side, you want to be looking at the short ribs here and at the hook bones specifically, and at the vertebrae as well. This cow is a 2.5, which is the ideal body condition score when you're drying off and calving a cow. She's a 2.5 because if you look at her from the side, you can see her short ribs, but they're not too clearly defined. So the tail head here, there's not too much fat covering it. The pins, there's some suggestion of fat. They're nice and rounded, but not overly. The same with the hooks. They're not too angular, but there's still some fat over them. This one here would get a body condition score of 2. If you look at her from the side, you can see her hook bones are angular, and her short ribs are visible but not individually defined. So that's the difference between a 1.5 and a 2, really. If you could see the individual ribs, then she'd be more of a 1.5. This cow is about a 4. If you look at her from the side, she's you can't see her ribs at all. It's all smooth, and her hook bones are nicely rounded as well.